Hey everybody, so I wanted to do a tour about the garage of the bus. We have our propane tanks back here. Our generator goes down here. And then we have our toolbox that we also fabricated. This is kind of our first welding project after the welding cart, so we probably could have made it a little lighter. So what we usually do is we keep 4 propane tanks in here. My other 2 are actually getting filled or about to get filled. So I have the setup here, so we always have an extra 2. And then below, this is kind of being just an area collecting stuff right now. But normally we have our generator there. And then I think we'll probably be upgrading to a more quiet, efficient generator. So it won't even take up as much space down there either. But this is kind of the beast toolbox. We extended the frame out here 3.5 feet, and we added this deck ramp that I'm standing on. It has legs on this back side. I'll show you in a second. And then we use the winch right here. I actually use it right now for laundry. It's a great laundry hanger, and I wrap it around my angle iron here, and I have a really great tripod of to hang clothes. We also have our spotlight bar, and we also have a backup camera as well. So anyway, we use the winch. We'll actually hook it to this ring here, and it will winch this whole ramp closed. So in travel, we have some pins on each side. It latches there. And then we also keep it attached with a little bit of slack, just in case those latches fail. And then we also pin the legs down. The main thing that I wanted to talk about today was this toolbox. We're actually going to be taking it off soon because it's just too heavy. We literally brought everything we used to build the bus with us. So a year later, we're ready to offload some of this weight, but it's a really awesome toolbox. It's a really great addition. We're going to be downsizing quite a bit. But let me show you what we've been carrying with us. So we got a bunch of wrenches down here. This door actually like closes up and it latches right here. We have our welder down here, reciprocating saw, drill bags, one of those fishing lines for your plumbing, first aid kits, saws, some chalk blocks are actually back there too. I'll be taking those with me, as well as a couple of those tools too. So this opens up. You see, I mean, you can see these huge hinges. I mean, this thing's got to be like 500 pounds by itself without the tools inside. So we actually drilled some holes so all of our screwdrivers can hang, tools can hang, pliers can go. We had this circle pipe our friend had, and we just cut it, and then we just tack welded it. My oldest daughter had this idea to keep all of our markers, and then we just welded some, or she probably did this one, some expanded metal on the bottom. And then we made these drawers here. We used diamond plate and got fancy and labeled it. But they each have something different. So this is all 16 gauge cold rolled steel all welded together. And then we added this, you know, the liner. So these are all hand tools. A lot of the stuff we don't actually even use. You know, we use obviously some wrenches. We don't need those wrenches and those wrenches and all of these sockets because we only use these 2 things of sockets like ever. So quite a few things can go. Our air tools, we'll probably take a couple of these because we will keep our air tank with us. The air tank is actually going to go right here where the box is, and we'll probably try to fit our bikes back here, maybe, or just keep it open. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff. There's like paint and drill bits, and I can't even tell you everything that's in here, but I do know, obviously we work on the bus, it's just a lot. We have little hook hangers we made back there like to hang up our extension cords, a welding mask, our rivet gun, which we have used. I'll keep that with me just in case rivets fall out. Saws, drills, batteries, I have blades hanging, just stuff. So, and then there's the control for the winch, all the electrical for the camera and everything runs here. We're just going to move it to this support bracket here, and I'm just going to run the wires that way. And then this whole side will be open, which will be great. So take a step back here and kind of see what it looks like. I mean, it's pretty big. Imagine how heavy all this is. And it's just kind of hanging out here on the back of the bus. We're going to keep this cage, obviously. This is expanded metal, is a lot lighter than 16 gauge cold rolled steel, so yeah, it's a lot of weight. Another feature that this toolbox does have is I actually installed these snap buttons with bolts all on the side here, and then I caulked it. I mean, you can tell the caulk is peeling now. It's been in the sun, but it lasted a year. And I caulked any place that that might have water come inside. So I even did them up here on the top, if you can see. And then this tarp, this heavy-duty tarp, was supposed to last. I mean, it's really cruddy right now. We need to exchange it. But I sewed, trying to find it. I sewed it to kind of make it fit the toolbox a little better. But my little snap buttons, I had snap buttons here, and they would like kind of just popped off, you know, obviously tearing it off. Here's one that stayed on, but I think it pulled out. It's almost out. So this was a great idea to keep water out, but I mean, it was never anything that was going to last. But now that we're taking this off, it doesn't matter. I would love to put a little roof on the back here. So maybe if we ever did decide to put the toolbox back on, you know, if we have to bring it somewhere or something, maybe we'll add a little roof, who knows. But anyway, this is the garage. Alright, and this is what it looks like from far back. The legs right here, they kind of pop out, they swing out on some hinges. And we didn't make these adjustable, so right now this deck is short because you can see our pad that we're on. It's like right there. So it's, you know, it's going to be at an incline, which is fine. We don't really use it much other than hanging laundry and just getting tools and stuff. But we could grill on it and everything if it was more level. And I'll also show you underneath how we kind of put it together. We installed the trailer hitch here, the tow bar, I'm sorry. Also the wiring, that was a pain in the ass. Thanks Robbie for your help for that. Yeah, that was fun. We extended the lights, the tail lights to come out. These were also kind of a pain. I was having a pinched wire somewhere. But we got it figured out. So how we installed this is channel iron. Right here we added, and it is bolted right here with really big bolts. I think they are class 9 bolts. Thanks Logan. And they're also Loctite covered. We also welded it right here. The welds all look great. None of them have broken or cracked or anything. But yeah, we literally just slid channel iron inside of channel iron. And then, if you can see it, the frame of it, we just used square tubing for support. And then, like on this side here, same thing. It's all square tubing. This is angle iron. Obviously, Ryan used that to make the skirt to go around the bottom to make it look like the bumper was extended. But and then this is bolted front for the tow bar. So the tow bar is bolted, and it is also, I welded this myself. They don't look too bad, do they? Not for you know, someone who's quite a rookie. And then I guess another addition since I'm under here, the stabilizer jacks. These were the easiest ones to hang because they're in the back and there was so much room. And we just welded them up. And that one back there. And then I carry these pieces of 2x4 just to kind of, because we've been in places where there's been mud or grass and then it like slowly sinks and then you're uneven. So the wood kind of helps keep that stable. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Underneath here, there's 2 more stabilizer jacks in the front, and I'll show you those. Okay, so this is where the other 2 stabilizer jacks are. They're literally right under my basement boxes. So I'll kind of let you see what it looks like. It is so tight under here. and the stabilizer jacks were at the very end of our build. So really getting in here and to get this weld. This one and the other one took, I think it was like 3 hours for us to wiggle in here and get. The ones in the back took like 30 minutes. It made me sick. But we got it done. I do suggest do the stabilizer jacks before you hang up any kind of basement boxes like this. It gets really tight. Yeah, there's the other one over there. So they're not exactly next to each other like the ones in the back, but I figured, you know, for stabilization, I figured maybe staggering them would be better. And then we just take our little drill and we, with the socket adapter, and then we'll stick it right there and bring them down. See, even up here we do the blocks. So, and then every now and then you do have to check them after time, you know, just kind of tighten them down after the first week or so. And anyway, that's all I got today.